Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host, Johnny, as always, and we are going to be building two different sets tonight. They're both smaller sets. This one is one I got whenever it came out, beginning of April, I believe, is when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Brickheadz came out. And they just really cool, part of my childhood, you know, the Turtles. Let me know with the poll, which one is your favorite turtle, if you have a favorite turtle. If you don't, I mean, you might not. The other one is this, the Acclamator, which I'm going to start with, actually. I think I did that correctly. So the Acclamator is a Midi-scale Star Wars ship, and a friend of mine actually got that for me. I was not expecting to get it, but it's in, so I've done the Millennium Falcon in Midi-scale, and I think that's about it. That's the only other Midi-scale thing that I have as far as the ships go that they've come out with so far. But they have other things like the Invisible Hand, which is from the Clone Wars, like this one. The Falcon, of course, is from, you know, original Star Wars, those kind of things. So yeah, I'm going to start with this. We'll see how long it takes, and then we will continue on and we will do the turtles. So get the timer started for this one. 3, 2, 1. Let's see how long it takes. Shouldn't take too long. It's only 500 some odd pieces. Nope, sorry, I was wrong. 450 pieces. So it's interesting though, because the box seems to be bigger than the turtles, and it's probably because it's Brickheadz versus, you know, what this is. Oh, this is my actual second set with paper bags. Look at that. But the turtles have more pieces, but the box seems to be smaller. So yeah. So. Hey there, Michelle. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. All right, we've got 4 total bags for this. So we will start off, and like I said, this is not something I was expecting to get. A friend of mine, I worked on his computer, and he was like, he stopped by. He was like, hey, I got something for you. I was like, oh, okay. So he stopped by and he gave me this, and I was like, what's this for? He's like, it has been a while since I worked on his computer. Hey Bev, how you doing tonight? Good to see you, as always. He was like, yeah, he worked on my computer, and I completely forgot that I had done that. So he got me the set. He was like, I was at Walmart and I got you this. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, so thank you. So look at that. They even have, I didn't realize this, they even have lines here where they say this is how you rip a bag. Hello Missy, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. What did you guys have for dinner? And who is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Paper bags are interesting. The thing I don't like about them is they seem to hold on to pieces. So, and you can't just look in here and be like, oh, you know, a piece didn't come out. And this is weird too, how they do, like they're like, instruction 1, there. It's like they could have put a piece with that, and that could have been the first instruction. It's kind of goofy. But, oh well, that's how they did it. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hope the weekend treated you well. Hope the week is starting off well. Eating tacos. Ah, it's Taco Tuesday. Perfect. That sounds good. I had Mexican, but it was not tacos. It was carnitas. No, not carnitas. Yeah. Wait. Was it? Yes, carnitas, pollo, something like that. Oh, no, pollo's chicken. I don't know these things. I'm being corrected from the peanut gallery. But it had chorizo in it, chorizo is amazing. So. Oh, Michelangelo is 100% right now. Ooh. See, if I could vote in my own polls, I would say Donatello, but I cannot. Does not let me do that. So I hope everyone is having a good night, though. I don't think Austin is getting it, but I know parts of Texas, I think it's more around Dallas, is getting hammered with hail and some other stuff. It has been all afternoon, so I'm glad you guys aren't suffering with that. because, well, hail is no fun. I know we've had hail issues in the past. Here. Alright, so basically do the same thing we just did on the other side. Like I said, was not expecting to get this, but be cool to build and see how it all goes together. I do like the Midi-scale ships, simply because they are well designed, even for being smaller like they are. The Falcon was a lot of fun to put together and very much mirrored doing the UCS version, so it was pretty neat. There. Oh, and just like every Star Wars ship nowadays, it has a pink piece. Have to find a way to put a pink piece in there so that the designers can get their cake. Very important to get your cake. Have your cake and eat it too, I guess. Ooh, we got some words too, so let's finish this up. There's a bunch of one-by-ones we have to put on here. And then we got some wording here. I wasn't expecting that. So what is it about Michelangelo you like? Why is he your favorite turtle? For those that have voted for him. Alright, let's read the words. Oh, those are the... okay. In the hangar bays, dozens of LAAT gunships and thousands of clone troopers are lined up ready to deploy for the Battle of Geonosis and rescue the Jedi strike team from the Petranki area. Arena. Oh, that's where they were fighting. That was in Clone Wars, the movie Clone Wars. So those are, I guess, are supposed to represent the little ships that are waiting in the hangar bays. That's kind of cool. Alright, I gotta do this 2 times. It's all on one page, so I'm only gonna do each one at a time. This is cool. So we do it on this side with the studs facing, and then it's flip around and do this. This is the bottom of the hangers. Looks like. Again, repeat, rinse, repeat. Cheers, dude. Is that why you like Michelangelo? Because he says cheers, dude? Yes. No, on my screen it says cheers. It does. Come here. Come look. I know, that's why I'm confused. For some reason it says cheers. That's weird. I don't know. Like, there's a little thing that's... but oh, so if I mouse over it, it says Cowabunga, dude. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Because every time UR comes in, it says something weird, and I'm like, why would you say that? I didn't realize I could mouse over. So on my screen, I have no idea. So, no, because no one else's has that. They just came in and said hi or whatever. But, like, it has a little thing right beside the word Cowabunga. Well, on my screen, it says cheers. So I have to mouse over it, and it says Cowabunga. That's so weird. Why would it do that? I was... That's why I was confused. Why would you say cheers, dude? So, Cowabunga, dude. But they all say Cowabunga. Well, Michael, so according to the opening theme song of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon back when I was growing up, they always said Raphael was cool but rude, and he would always say, "Give me a break," and then they said Michelangelo was a party dude. So, yeah. Cheers, dude. That's funny. colors of these vents that are here. So apparently, for those of you that know Ben, he has gotten his computer, or a computer, back up and running and operational, so he should be hopefully streaming this coming Thursday. That'll be nice. It'll be nice to have him returning to form. He said this computer was not freezing up at all or anything, so that's good. He was having a lot of issues with his previous one. I'm betting it was his hard drive, but you just never know. Computers can be complicated. Adjusting something here. Darker one. This must be the back. This must be where the engines are going to go. Oh, yep, it is. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely the back. Alright, set that aside and do this little bit. We'll be doing something up front, it looks like, I bet. Maybe this will be more in the back. Trying to make a guess here. An educated guess. Oops. My favorite turtle is Donatello, simply because he is the computer nerd, like he's the techie guy, and he has a bow staff. I love a bow staff. So, Donatello, he was also the most powerful turtle in the Nintendo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Like his bow staff was the most powerful, and it was like, if you're trying to take out a boss or whatever, even though the whole game itself was frustrating, like he was the one you used to do that sort of thing, unless you lost him, then you were kind of stuck. And Raphael, unfortunately, had the worst. He had the worst weapon. It was so small and short. You had to get really close to enemies, and by then they probably hit you. So. Very difficult game to beat. I think people's I'll do that as a maybe I'll do that as a like a follow-up poll for next week is what level in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game were you frustrated with the most? Most everyone, it would be the dam, because that was tough to do. Alright, bag 1 is done. We got some extra pieces. Nice. Always cool. On to bag 2. Again, all paper. They tell you this is how you rip it open. And that one actually ripped cleanly. And these do tend to get pieces stuck in the corners way more than the plastic ones do. So, and you can't see them. And then this also tells you how to rip it on the side, which is how you're supposed to do all the bags that are smaller. Even the bigger ones whenever they were plastic. So. See, that's stuck in there. You have to really open it up. There's roller skates in here. A bunch of roller skates in there. Where are we at? Okay, so we're continuing on here. For those of you curious, the setup we did on Sunday for the Hoth display went beautifully. Everything came together. All the lights work perfectly. All the connections work. We got 3, and there's on my Instagram. You can see a little short I did of it, but there are now 3 AT-ATs towering over the snowfield. The only thing that's not the best is, unfortunately, our shield generator had to be very quickly designed and put together by me, because the person that normally has it, unfortunately, had a happening he had to deal with, and because of that, he just did not have time. He had to move stuff around, and so the shield generator got moved around, and then he just didn't have time. He was too busy, you know, cleaning up stuff, and so we have a much more diminutive shield generator. Ah, almost lost that. Shield generator than we've had in previous years. So unfortunate, but it's all right. We have a shield generator. I was able to put it together, and we will survive. Alright, flip it back around to the back. Looks like we're going to do the engines now. Right now it has none, so it has no propulsion. Alright. Maneuvering jets. Bigger engines, so maneuvering jets, good glow. This is 2 times, so since we're going to be switching the page, I'm going to do both the engines at the same time. This is called a Travis brick. I did not know that for the longest time. My wife explained that to me. She uses those for trees. I did not realize it actually had a name. Right, I know. Okay, using roller skates here for some greebling. It's funny how much, as I was putting together the AT-ATs, they have roller skates on their outsides for greebling and stuff. And it's kind of funny how, you know, something like a roller skate is used for something completely different. Ooh, wait. There we go. Oh, that looks cool. That's a cool engine. Down in there. I have the other one in the bag. Still a little white Technic piece. Stuck in the corner. Ah, there it is. Yep. The paper bags don't let things go. They're even though the inside seems like it's supposed to be a little bit smoother, they're very grippy. these go on here. Go. Engines. These Midi-scale, even though these are smaller ships, these Midi-scale are pretty. Whoops. Uh-oh. Put that one too far back. They're pretty substantial. I mean, they're a good enough size. To be able to, you know, display them if you want and, you know, see them. Oh, Logan's favorite piece, 3386. The other thing the turtles say a lot is pizza time. Cowabunga is their catchphrase, obviously. Oh, this is gonna go the other way. So we got them on this side, the 3386, so that we can put that there. And then we're going to do one on the other side, the exact same way, but the 3386 are going to go on this side of it. Oops. So because of how thin it is, that way they can both fit together in the same spot. That's pretty smart how they did that. Say, a few too many pieces left over, so I figured we had one more part of instructions to go. Another roller skate. And another roller skate goes right on the front. That's kind of funny. At least this isn't like the Venator, where it looks like Jar Jar's teeth is like the front looks wide like a big grin. Alrighty, on to bag number 3. These go pretty quick. But again, they're fun little builds. You can get them done in an evening. Oh, we got two mini bags there. Leave anything, but they're fun to do a Midi-scale build, or to do a Brickheadz. I know my wife likes the Brickheadz because they're very simple and easy to do, and they look pretty cool. Oops, some more Technic pieces. Right, let's make sure we have everything out of there, out of the corners. Good. because of the size of this, in order to get the angles the way they want them and everything, there's a lot of snot bricks that are used. All angled different ways and stuff in order to get things where they want them. Pretty cool. It's nice to build something like this because then you can learn some techniques and figure things out and look at it and be like, oh, wouldn't have thought of doing it like that before. One thing I don't do enough of is stuff like this where you're making something that's a decent length and I don't put stuff on along like this so that like not only am I building it with bricks this way, but then I can attach it here on the side and it sturdies it up. Definitely need to do more of that as I build things like trees and things like that. Three by one tile. I think so, yeah. There it is, it was hiding underneath another piece. See, right now it's very, very loose. Now we're going to tighten it up with pieces along the side to make it look better and keep it together better. Stuck in a bag. Nothing here. I have an extra one over here. I'll just grab it. But I bet you there's a 1x1 stuck in a bag somewhere. There we go. See, that firms that up. Ooh. I did that a little bit wrong. I thought I was just doing the exact same thing on this side, but I was not. That's why it doesn't exist. Silly me. Put that back. This is supposed to be longer. There we go. Okay. This goes right in the middle, it looks like. Nope. Okay. It's down there. Okay. Same thing on the other side. This goes in the back. There we go. Getting a little bit more together. next week is going to be kind of a fun thing. We're going to be doing things, we're going to do something a little bit different. I like doing things different sometimes. So some of you may have seen the post, but LEGO announced the winners of this current round, I guess you could say, because they do it in rounds. Like they do, you know, they have a bunch of submissions for LEGO ideas for having different things built, and then they go through and they choose. You know, there's voting. You know, you have to get like to 10,000 to be considered by LEGO, and then LEGO goes through and does its round. And I guess they had like over 160 submissions to go through, and they chose a couple. One was like Edward Scissorhands. I didn't really pay attention much to the other ones because one of them is going to be the Christmas Vacation set, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, which has never been done as LEGO. It's a really cool idea to do. And the person that created that set is a member of my lug, and we are going to interview him next Tuesday. So that will be a fun and different day, I think, for everybody. So come next week and be prepared to ask questions about, you know, we're going to talk about the process, you know, how long. I know some of the things, but not many. But how long things took, you know, kind of some of the stuff that they went through to get this, you know, how things went with LEGO, and like what they get to do now, or how things work. Yeah. So I think it'll be fun to talk with him and, you know, find out more about the process and what all was involved. So come next week, I'm ready to ask, and yeah, we'll have some fun. Oh, there's another pink. Look at that. Another pink. I think they actually made it a challenge to themselves after they got cake for the first several times. They were like, you know what, we're going to see how many pink pieces we can hide within Star Wars sets because of how much gray there is. So flip it back around, solidify things. This is very interesting. They have this piece. They're like, it is different. So all the other pieces have points on the end. This one does not. So all the other ones are like, hey, make sure you don't grab the wrong one. You will be sad, apparently. Nice that they have printed pieces in here like that. That's good. I would hate to have a sticker. See, and it's funny too that like they can't do that for like a UCS set. Like have all printed pieces, because of the amount of money you're paying. Look at this. This is a printed piece too. This is not a sticker. It really bothers me that they can't do that for a bigger set. Or I guess not that they can't. It's just they don't. Because you're paying so much money for these bits, and I get it, like you're getting a lot of pieces, sure, but like for a UCS set where you're spending the money for it, you're supposed to be getting something that's like super quality and, you know, better than just a typical, you know, LEGO set. So it is kind of frustrating. More printed pieces, Lego. More printed pieces. Right. That's not how my 5s look at all. They... That's funny. They barely show any kind of underneath. Ooh, here's where our Technic goes in. So this is how we're going to make it connect so that there's an angle, because not only are they angled this way, but they're angled this way too. And these are always cool techniques that I need to learn even more for doing different things. So yeah, next week is interview with our, time is it? 8:37. All right. Our interview with Jason. Now I've lost his last name. Medea. No. Something like that. I have it written down. Mida. Yeah. So that's who so come ready to ask some questions and find out anything you want to know. I'm sure there's certain things, kind of like when we did the with Krista and Marcella, I'm sure there's certain things that he can't really talk about, which, you know, that's fine. We'll find that stuff out. So. There we go. Snap, snap. Ready. Feel like what? I feel like this needs to go somewhere, but there's nowhere it could go. This goes through these two holes we put in a while ago. Make sure that's open. And that slides on there, and that actually looks pretty good. Like, it follows the angles pretty well. Yeah, not bad at all. And that closes, essentially. So bag 4 is going to be the other wing. So we're basically going to do the same thing that we just did, but I think this needs to go through further because... Blah. Let's open that up. I didn't have it down enough. Well, that's weird. Oh, that's why. That wouldn't work. It would be too far. I was like, there's no way that was going through all the way it should. Needs to be one more. And I thought I counted right, but I guess not. There we go. There we go, and then it's got the yellow to hang on to get the other side in there. So, all right. Extra pieces are always fun. Oh, this is actually going to have more than this, so it's going to have the other wing that we put together, but also the stand. So. Harder to find the pieces because there's more here. So the stand it's not substantial. There's not a lot because, well, the model isn't very big, so you don't need a lot of pieces. And the pink little dot goes in there. Everyone's quiet tonight. Hopefully you guys are working on your own stuff, getting things done for any events coming up. Anchor managers will say loud noises. Loud noises are. Steve Carell was the best in that. He was so good. I mean, they were all good, but Steve Carell just has a certain knack. Squeaky car going by outside. There we go. More Technic, not as much as what we just did, but still more. Oh, so we have another vote. So Michelangelo was 100%. Now he's at 67. I didn't see that. Who else we got? Oh, Leonardo, 33%. I didn't see that. Leo was pretty cool, but Donatello's still better. Go. And our Acclamator is done. What's it showing? Oh, these go. Oh, these go here, kind of to cover up. Just a little bit of a gap that's here, so there we go. And then these rise up, which we did. There we go. All right. So the Acclamator itself is done. Let's do the stand. And we'll be done with this build, and we can go to the turtles. The way they design these stands is pretty neat too. I'm a fan of the stand. They make them so that they're sideways like this. Like even though you're building it like this, it goes sideways. To make them nice and smooth and simple but effective. It even has its own little plaque too, which is kind of neat. So there's our stand. Anyone doing anything special for May the 4th? It is coming up. I know I'll be dressing up for Star Wars in concert. Well, Empire Strikes Back in concert, but still. Star Wars in concert. Star Wars was last year. This year is Empire Strikes Back. The Pittsburgh Symphony, which should be a lot of fun. The bricks and minifigs are doing different things. Alright, so this thing like this. This 3 there? Looks like it. Yeah. There we go. And our Acclamator is done. Let's pause it. 47 minutes, almost 48 minutes. There we go. Our Acclamator is done on its stand. Got a little plaque there. All the pieces are printed. It's smaller than the Venator. It's a support ship, but still looks pretty good. Came out really nice. Thanks to Dave, my friend, that got me this. I'm going to take a quick drink and then we're going to get started on the turtles. No, it's not beer. I'm not Ben, but it is probiotic soda, cranberry fizz. So back to Christmas time. All right. Let's get the timer reset. On my screen, on my screen it was reset. There we go. That just isn't showing up. All right, there we go. Acclamator over here. I'll keep it over here, kind of off to the side a bit. And we'll start the turtles. 3, 2, 1, boom. I haven't opened this yet, so I'm curious as to whether Like, I'm betting each turtle has its own bag, but I wonder if they're going to have their own instructions, or if you have to do them in whatever order the one instruction book is. So, your son graduates with his master's on Monday. That is fantastic. What is he getting a master's in? So we're back to plastic, which is kind of funny. Ooh, I think we do have... Oh, this is interesting, how they have that. We do. We have four individual instruction books. We got Leo, we got Raph, we got Michelangelo, and Donatello. They all have slightly different green, which is kind of cool. Which one should we do first? Take your pick. Well, since Michael has won, we'll do Michelangelo first. So Don is 4, Mike is 3, so we'll do him first. Leo is 1, and Raph is 2. So we'll do Michael 3 since he won. Computer software engineering. That's a very good field. I hope he enjoys it. It can be a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. It can be very challenging depending on what kind of software engineering he's doing. But, yeah. That's awesome. All right. Oh, look. Even has a little printed M. Little M. Michael. All right. So, Brickheadz. Michelangelo. And he is the interesting blue here. And they all get a little thing to stand on. They're gonna all be designed, I guess, sort of similar, but I'm sure there are some differences. It'll be interesting to see as they go together. Oh my word! This is already awesome. So Michelangelo is the pizza guy. He gets pizza in his stomach. There it is. It's in his stomach. He's got pizza. That's awesome. That tickles me. That's so great. He has pizza in there. Oh, that's fantastic. Michelangelo is he's the party dude. He's got the so this just fits in there too, like it's not solid yet. It's just kind of like hanging out there. Now we're gonna make it so it doesn't come off. That'd be cool if you could like access it somehow and be able to look in there and be like, ah, look, he ate pizza. Paisley, there's nothing in the box. My cat's trying to get into the box. She's like, what's in here? There's two different colors. Oh, so this is interesting. So there's two different colors here. I have orange, and then I have this like yellowish color. Problem is the instructions are kind of different. This one shows more orange. This one shows more yellow. I think the more yellow is supposed to go here because it would be like the bottom of the shell. And that's what this thing is. I have one of these, so that would make sense. But Lego instructions have been weird within the last couple years. There's this belt. Ooh, I got 2 M's. I only need 1, but so yeah, bottom of the or the underneath of the shell, that makes sense. Be a little lighter. And this is okay. This is the orange. elbow pad right there. That's what that is the elbow pad. Go to the back. Do the shell and the belt that goes around. Oh, that part of that is the belt. He's got an orange belt. And his little shell. The little sides of it. I'm not reading ahead. These. Raised up a little bit. Little hooks so that we can leave the weapons in the back. Other arm. To the top, so we can do the actual Brickheadz head part. Look at this, he's got a pink brain. Got orange, so even his brain kind of has a bandana because it's got the orange in there. Got a big chin. It looks kind of funny. They all have it that way, but it is. I think it looks kind of funny. Eyes are always the same. Go. I guess it's more their nose than their chin, because it's like the way their mouths are shaped. Still looks a little funny. Now he looks kind of like Frankenstein. He's got a big forehead. sides stick out. Stretch these out a little bit. Oh, and his little, so he's got little knee things that are also his color. The orange. Cover up the brain. A lot of these orange pieces left. Ah, I see. Half there. And then we do goofiness here. This is interesting. I like how they're doing the bandana. Or the headband, whatever you want to call it. That one goes there. This one goes there. There you go. So it's like it's been tied up. Cool. And of course his nunchucks. He's like, here, I'm gonna hold on to these things and I'm gonna whack you. 904. There he is. He's got his nunchucks dangling. He looks pretty cool. I'm gonna build his little base. Chill out on there. Very simple base, but that's alright. That's kind of how the brickheads are. There we go. Alright, which one do we do next? What do we build next? We got Raph, we got Leo, we got Donatello. What are we going to build next? There's Michelangelo, right there. He looks really cool. And I got an extra M. No extra piece of pizza though, sadly. Well, hi, Paisley. Paisley's like laying on all the bags I have here. She's like, I have cleaned them. So alright, Leo was the other one that was... We'll do Leo next. Oh, that's funny. You're supposed to do bag one because that's where the brick separator is in case you need it. I guess that makes sense since Leo is the leader that you would do bag one first. But... Oh, I bet you he's going to have pizza in his stomach too. I guess they're all going to have pizza in their stomach. That's kind of funny. more of a deeper green color, it looks like. It looks like this is fairly the same. That's alright. They are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Their colors are different, but they themselves are pretty much the same. Yep, there goes the pizza in the stomach. Always pizza in the stomach. It's what they survive on. Ooh. My stream twitched a little bit on my end, it looked like. That's interesting. I don't know why. Hopefully my computer's not overheating. Doesn't seem like it is. Find the L for Leo. There it is. Probably have an extra one of these, but still. There we go. L for Leo. Oh, and his belt's a little bit different. Slight little bit of variety. Belt, or the blue pads, and oh, his is different because of the way his weapons are. So his arms just hang down. So there are slight variations on these guys. Not huge, but there are some differences. Ooh, like that. So like what holds his weapons in place whenever he's not holding them. Slightly different. His back is different too. Edge of the shell here for the weapon holder. There we go. The shell looks pretty cool. It's just like a little doo-doo. Yeah, not much goes in there. So it'd be interesting to see how the swords get held in there. Now to the head. I feel like I've done this already. And of course his brain is held on by a blue, so it's got its own little belt. Oops. This first. It's kind of funny how they did that. Once we're done with all of these, the turtles will go on to our 80s shelf where we have the Goonies ship and Mini DeLorean and a bunch of other 80s stuff. Gizmo is up there. Knight Rider's up there, which was a surprise find for us. We weren't expecting to find him, and all of a sudden I was like, "Hey, it's Michael Knighton kit." I was like, "What?" This is the Dimensions game version. So we were like, "Hey, I'll take that." Add to our 80 shelf. Oh, one thing that was mentioned that is coming out is there is supposed to be, and this is really kind of weird, there's a Sega, I guess a Sega Genesis that's coming out in June, a Lego one. Funny thing is, it's only like 60 bucks. So like, it's not going to be very big. It's not going to have any motion or anything like, or, you know, I'm sure it's going to have something that's like hidden inside of it, but like, there's not going to be much, because for 60 bucks, there's not, I mean, can't be very big. So it'll be interesting to see what that all is going to entail for it. So, but definitely we'll have to get that to put on our video game shelf. It was weird. I forget where it was on. Oh, it was on Brick Clicker. He said that was coming out, and I was like, that just seems weird. The price for that is odd. It's like all the other consoles that they've done. They've done 3 now. They've done the Game Boy, the Nintendo, and the Atari. And they did as a gift with purchase, and I still haven't gotten it. But as a gift with purchase, they did the Sega controller. But like, that in and of itself is like, I don't know, like half the number of pieces that would be in a $60 set. So like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Bandana is different, which is cool. I like that they did those unique. This is kind of a little bit more neater and off to the side a bit. Michelangelo's was like up here. Ooh, okay, so this is how we're gonna keep this. We're using this for the swords. Ah, we're making a little holster. That's cool. It's a katana holster. Little sheath. I guess you can't. I guess you won't be able to put these on because there's no way. Oh no, you can. Okay, that's interesting. There you go. So you got them like they're crossed. That's neat. Straighten these out a little bit. Little tiles. All right, flip them upside down. Give him his knee pad things. swords. All right. While I finish this up, who should I do next? Donatello or Raphael? I know in my mind I would probably save Donatello for last. I mean, he is number 4, but he is also the best. Save the best for last. So. Raph next. Oh, Leo is done. Look at that. He looks pretty cool. He's got his little katanas. He's got his little sheath for his swords. There we go. There's Leo. Here, Paisley, you can have that. Alright, Raphael's next. Oh, look at all those extra pieces. Nice. Michelle, if you're still watching, if he's getting his master's, like, does he have a job? Does he already have a job? Does he have a job lined up? Like, is he already working somewhere and they're like helping with his school? Like master's, I'm assuming he's already like in the field, but not necessarily. Two down, 2 to go. My cat's in heaven down here because she's like, plastic, plastic. Hey, stop that. She's like, I want the plastic. She loves to eat plastic. I don't know why. Nope, you can't have it. Oh, that's awesome. So now he has a master's. They'll just be like, hey, pay me more money to do more. Pizza in the belly. Yep, all of them have pizza in the belly. See, pizza. Watch Donatello be different and watch him have like a computer in there or something. That would be funny. Or maybe his brain. Oh, that would be cool. Maybe his brain will be a computer. He's the intelligent inventor. Oh, his is even different. Company has helped with the oh, that's good. Oh, well, yeah. If he's working with government contracts, then yeah, they would most definitely, more than likely, I would think they would be helping in some way with, like, because they're gonna want him to be like, hey, you know, be able to do all the things, you know, so they would definitely help, you know, pay for schooling so they could, you know, benefit from his expertise. Oh, and this belt's even different. That's cool. Whoops, some elbow pads. Oh, and he's going to hold his weapons exactly the same way Leo does, because he has, you know, his sizer swords, essentially. They're just smaller. Again, in the video game, he was kind of the worst turtle, unfortunately, simply because his weapons were just so tiny. need to hype up and for next week have some fun interviewing Jason with his Griswold National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. That'll be fun to talk about. See what all went into things. I gotta get him some rough over the next day or so. I gotta get him a rough idea of some of the questions I'm gonna ask, just so he's kind of prepared. I don't want to have him be like, I wasn't expecting any of this. So. He remotes from home. He's gonna ask if he can remote out of state. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, if he can do that, that'd be great. It's kind of funny though, because like a lot of the government stuff is no longer allowed to be remote. It just depends. But like a lot of it's because of tax revenue or lack thereof. Like my job is currently mostly remote, but as of after May the 4th, I have to go in full time, because even though they say it's because of collaboration, like we all use Teams or whatever for meetings anyway. It's like we're not doing any more or less collaborating than before. What's happened is a lot of the cities, the governors, the mayors, they're not getting the tax revenue they need because people aren't in the office, so they're not, they're buying things, and businesses, I understand, would be suffering a bit. So instead of changing the model, the business model, and like making it so like cities are more attractive for people to come in and do other things than just work, they have told all the CEOs, hey, get your people back in here so that, we have our tax revenue again. So it's kind of silly. That's great that he can do that, though. My brother was contracted for the Navy, then got hired directly by the Navy, and then whenever they were doing all the things with like the government workers had to come in, he went back to being a contractor, doing the same stuff. But now he's been contractor, full-time employee, and then he's back to contractor. It's kind of funny, but that's how he was able to keep his job and get around that stuff, which is good. So, do whatever you have, whatever you must. 9:25, so these guys are moving along. We do Raphael, and then we've got Donatello, and we will be done. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like this bandana is going to be a little different too, which is, again, pretty cool that they do that. That's cool. That. This one was a little bit more complicated than the others, but also turned out pretty cool. Like that. So there's his bandana. Missing a green foot. Piece. Interesting. All pieces to be missing. Unless I still have a bag now. Are you laying on a bag? You're just like, I want to be in the way. Might be. Because he was number 2, right? Yeah. I didn't see any green pieces take off. And I'm sure I have a replacement one, but he's missing. He's missing a foot. Ugh. Poor Raph. He gets no foot. I can give him a little bit of a peg leg. But looks like they shafted me a foot, unless it's hiding somewhere. His little sighs are funny. I don't know if these are the actual weapons or not of the turtle. Like, this is the ones the minifigs have. I'm betting they are. So, there he is. I'll give him a little. There, he only has partial foot. Build his little stand. It's kind of silly what, of all pieces, to be missing his foot. So use the little peg leg so he can at least be on the stand. There we go. Doo-doo. This is the first one that had an extra weapon too. Like, I have an extra sai. Cool. Alright. Last and certainly not least. Save the best for last. Donatello, who actually, his colors are cool because they look like, his colors being the lighter green, he looks like, in the purple, he looks like he is Devastator, the Constructicons from Transformers. Like, those are his colors. That's funny. The purple and the light green, that's really cool. I almost think I could build these like I could build him without looking at the instructions. Almost. Uh-oh, I got 2 pieces of pizza in Dawn. Does he have double the pizza? Maybe he just holds on to a piece of pizza? I don't know. He's got one in the stomach, and one in his tummy, and then I have an extra pizza, so that's funny. They all get a red heart, though. There is a heart that's in here. Donnie's is different as well. Alright. So his shell, he's going to have his belt kind of a bit different too. There's my D. Nope, that's an eyeball. There's a D for Dawn. Ooh, Prism disconnected for a second there. Hopefully everyone is good. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened there. That wasn't YouTube. Well, it might have been YouTube. YouTube's had some issues lately. Oh, and see, that looks like violet. That's not purple. Oh, no, it is violet. Ah. Look at that. Oh, man. Logan would really be loving this little set. Has the violet. Only a couple pieces of the violet, but still, it's pretty cool. And it's weird how it disconnected and reconnected, but it was very quick, so that was good. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Let's see how we're getting the bow staff to be on here. No, it's just a flat piece. Ooh, I see. Ah. This is different, just a little bit. He's going to have a little, I see, it's going to have a little toothpick thing that kind of goes in there. So his bow staff can just like hang out. My weather sounded. Well, I mean, it's important to check the weather whenever you know something's going on. It's that way. I mean, it could have been you. No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't you. But it looks like it reconnected just fine. So that's the important thing. Yeah, see how the purple is different? So you have a violet piece here. This is purple. And you have like a violet. It's slightly different. They must not make this particular snot brick. Oh, his arms are going to be different because one, oh, it's how he holds the bow staff. That's cool. So one arm goes out this way, one arm hangs down. So you can have him hold it whichever way. That's cool. See, Donatello's already the best. Not really raining it. We're supposed to continue until 2 a.m. Ah, hopefully it's nothing bad. Further out west, they have some bad stuff going on, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't get to you, and you can have a nice night. Kinda stinks though that Raph has a peg leg. Alright, 9:37. Well, they do have a purple piece like this. That's cool. So the one, I can't remember what, it was the orange. They don't have this 4x1 that has 2 studs and 2 flat areas. So you had to make one kind of. All the other ones are kind of. I didn't realize that they had purple. bandana part in the back. His hangs lower. That's kind of interesting. So not that. New pieces. They did a good job making every single bandana unique though, so that was definitely good of them. Yeah, see, this is different even. It's funny how on the stream it looks kind of blue almost, even though it's purple. It's like a deep purple. So kind of funny. This. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have more to the bandana. Maybe. Yep. Let's go here. Heh. Oh, pretty far out there. Two purple knee things. Let's see. Yep, and Donatello does have both his feet. So there we go. Alright, so now we got a little bit more to his belt. There's a lot. He gets a lot. That's pretty cool. His belt is way more busy. Haha, this is cool. So you get to build his bow staff so that he can hold on to it. Oh, and he does. So the extra pizza is so he can hold on to it. So apparently he likes pizza the most, I guess. So here's his bow staff, which is really cool. And then he holds on to the pizza, I guess. There you go. He holds on to the pizza. So he's got two pizzas, one in his stomach, and he's hungry, so he's getting ready to eat another pizza. And we are done. Let's pause it. Oh, I just missed pausing it. 50 minutes, 31 seconds. So really 50 minutes, 30 seconds, but still. All right, there we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. There we go. So they look really cool. I like how they're all different colors, different shades. They all have their weapons. You can put them all on the back, on the shell. They all have ways that you can connect them. Leo has like the katana, sheaths, and Don he's got like a little armature thing here that the thing clips into. Okay, like so. There we go. So his stays on his back. So they all can have their respective weapons on their back like they would in the show or whatever. So yeah, we got the Acclamator behind them. So yeah, they all turned out pretty cool. I like them. They're gonna go up on the 80s shelf. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I think that's good. We got essentially 5 little sets done. These are all kind of part of the same set, but they are individual on their own, so worked out good. The Acclamator came together nice. Cool little set. I'll printed pieces just like these, like the lettering for their belts, and every single one of them has pizza in the bellies because that's what they live off of. But somehow, for some reason, Don has 2. I don't know. He must like pizza the most. I don't know. So there we have it. For TMNT Brickheadz and the Acclamator. So thanks for tuning in. Next week is see, I got another one. Oh, okay, it's just the same thing. Next week, like I said, we're going to be interviewing Jason Mida. I think that's how you say his name. He spent a long time working on his concepts for different National Lampoon thingies, different mocks and stuff, and this one got approved by Lego that will actually become a set. So it'll be a neat little interview to find out the process and everything that went into it, and hopefully take a look at this set because he has the set as far as I know. Or he may have sent it into Lego already. I know they have to do that so that Lego can take a look at it. So that's next week. So tune in, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, as always, may the brick be with you. And May the 4th is coming up. So, that'll be the day before my next stream. So have a great May the 4th weekend. Until next time, keep on building a blessing. We'll see you.